always go too far, because that's where you'll find the truth. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what do we got going on with today's crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, we got our friend here, formerly known as 21 Million. What's his new name, Samantha?
Bitcoin Daily News.
We got Bitcoin Daily News here with us today. We also got Samantha hanging out here in the chat. So please go ahead. This is one of our beautiful Q&As that we like to do, trying to help you guys out, figure out what's happening here in this cryptocurrency market. Let you know that there's a free help desk here to help you out too. So go ahead, pile them up in the chat. We're going to check with you in just a moment, and we're going to be talking to our buddy here, Daniel, in just a minute after I tell you about how we got a market cap of $301 billion. Boom, big plus right there. I mean, we've been sitting there under the $300 billion mark for a long time. I mean, everybody's feeling good. Everyone's feeling ecstatic about this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency price. I mean, we got about 20 billion traded in the last 24 hours. And I mean, this BTC dominance, we're coming in at like 47.3%. I mean, that is definitely a pickup from the days that we were, down near 35, 34 at the low. But right now we got BTC at $8,297. That's up about 7.3%. Big plus right there. I mean, I can't do any complaining at all. I've had this smile on my face all day, no matter what's happened. So, we got anybody out there with us today, Samantha, or am I just kind of ranting by myself?
We have the Rickest Rick.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming out here and joining us.
And we have Joshua Welling. He says, fantastic. This is going to be huge. Get it. And then he said he's still trying to recruit Twitter peeps. And you got a whole bunch more today on Twitter.
Oh, yes, I did. I think I picked up like 35 or 40 more followers on Twitter. I mean, that's kind of nice. Yeah. Maybe I'm starting to feel a little appreciated. That's a big plus. Maybe we'll get some more followers over on YouTube, because of what were we, 1946? We still have not broken that 2,000 barrier. We've been hanging out there for a long time. But no complaints. I love this community. I love everything that's going on here. I love the fact that you guys get out here every single morning and have a cup of coffee with me.
We have Sterling here also, says great day.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for coming on out.
And Paul Rouleau also says twice in one day, we are not worthy.
Oh, you guys are more than worthy. I mean, I wish I could get out here 2-3 times a day, every single day. I mean, I always got so many feelings and thoughts about cryptocurrency and what's going to be happening in the future and how this stuff is going to be revolutionizing our lives. So, all right. So what do we got, Daniel? I'm hearing a feedback in my ear, so it's... Are you there, Daniel?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got a little feedback. I can hear myself, and I can hear Samantha still talking in the mic.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Daniel. I used to be formerly known as 21 Million Club, and I'm from Mexico. I don't know.
Well, Daniel's been a good friend of mine for a long time. I mean, he's definitely out there in the trenches. He has a nice consulting service. He was doing YouTube videos. I think the consulting service has been treating him a little better than the YouTube videos. But, you know, he's down there in Mexico. He's plugging it away for the people down there, helping them figure out what they need to figure out with cryptocurrency. I hear he's really good at splitting those coins for you if you're into trying to get that extra little bit of Bitcoin out of all those forks.
Yeah, I mean, I do the coin splitting. I can split several coins right now. There are some of them that take a little while to split. You know, they take a bit. They take a bit.
Do they?
So
what about some of those weird ones I've heard about? Have you like split off any of that Bitcoin pizza or the Bitcoin colors or whatever they're having out there? Or are you mostly sticking with like the private and the gold and the diamond?
No, I can split the weird ones as well. Some of them. I can split. There's one called Bitcoin Hot, whatever the hell that is. There's another one called Bitcoin Core. And
I seen that Bitcoin Core one there. I thought that one was pretty much a poke and a joke there at Roger Ver, because they keep calling Bitcoin, our Bitcoin, the number one, the only Bitcoin Core, trying to like, you know, fud it out a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of like that joke because now he has nothing to, when he's talking about Bitcoin Core, he's talking about an altcoin. I can split that one. Whether you can sell it or not, that's a whole different story. But I can split it.
Right. I'm sure there's some exchange out there. I think last time I was looking, there's over 12,000 different exchanges out there operating today.
Yeah, there I can. There's also Bitcoin Lightning or Lightning Bitcoin. Um, that one was doing pretty well. I got a few of them. I helped a friend of mine. I don't know if you know Rocky Palumbo. Um, he split.
Sounds familiar. It does
He,
sound familiar.
he split Lightning Bitcoin for one of his clients, and the only way he could sell it was on a Chinese exchange that doesn't allow U.S. citizens. Well, I'm Mexican. I can do pretty much whatever the hell I want. you know.
Right. I know it's like that. I got a, not to tip my hand too much, but I got a nice VPN and a link down there below that's absolutely free and it hooks up on your Chrome browser. I've been using that to hop on some of those over the seas exchanges that they don't, they got the coins you want to get rid of, but they don't really want you to make an account. I mean, that's definitely the best way to go about it, is just plug in the little VPN and take care of what you got to take care of.
Well, it's not that easy. Um, I went into an exchange, and they allowed me to deposit. They just didn't allow me to withdraw because apparently I had to be an Australian citizen. So
Hmm.
my KYC had no effect on it. you
Right.
know.
You must have been trying to get over the. Usually they got like some sort of a minimum before the KYC. You must have had a few bucks there. You're trying to move out.
Well, actually, they didn't have a minimum. They just, you know, right out of the gate, you can deposit, but you can't withdraw it unless you do the KYC and you have to be Australian. So I'm not Australian. That didn't work for me. So I kind of end up, losing a little bit, but not too much.
So did you see that they did what they do, and the government threw up some red tape like they tend to do, and they delayed the ETF, I think, until September 1st now.
Uh, no, I didn't really see that. I saw when I was on vacation, I saw that there's a senator from California that's trying to make Bitcoin mining and cryptocurrencies in general pretty much illegal all over the U.S. So,
Good
uh,
luck with that one, right?
good, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck.
There's always some crazy bureaucrat out there trying to say something just so that he can get the free publicity out of it. I mean, at this day and age, with everything that we're looking at, and I mean, so many people have embraced Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies that the ideal of saying that banning it or making mining illegal is just absurd.
Yeah, it's just like the central bank here in Mexico. At first, they wanted to pretty much right out of the gate just ban cryptocurrencies, ban Bitcoin, and then one of the executives at Bitso, which is a Mexican exchange, had to go and meet with the Mexican central bank and explain to them what it was, and then they kind of said, "Okay, well, we're not gonna ban it. We're just gonna, keep our eye on it and see if, if we don't like something, we're gonna do some regulations and stuff." And right now they have the fintech law here in Mexico, and before you could go to like any gas station and you could buy Bitcoin there. You made the deposit there, and you could get it like that. Now
Right.
they're taking that option off, and now you need like minimal KYC,
Right.
but you don't have to wait too much like on Coinbase where you have to wait a couple days. You get it instantly here, so it really doesn't
I mean,
matter.
it's a big perk when you can get it done instantly, but still, I mean, all this KYC is just, as far as I can tell, it is that the government knows that this is going to be big, so they're starting to try to put up their Velcro. So like when you
Yeah,
go by, you're getting stuck on it. They're knowing where you are. They're getting you early because in a year or two from now, when this stuff's worth a lot, they want to know who has it. They want to know where it's been. They want to know what you're doing with it.
yeah. You know, I I have some information that I can't, say that it's, true or anything. But uh, by right around October, um, there's something big coming into cryptocurrencies, and I think they're gonna pump the market cap to $1 trillion. Um,
I mean, we came real close before. I mean, I've also heard lots of stuff too that, as we're getting closer towards the end of the year, that, the whales and the people that manipulate these markets, if it's still capable of being manipulated, that they're going to be making their big push, that they haven't made any real money yet off this cryptocurrency market, that they've been suppressing the price. And now we're looking at the beginning of, their bull run that they're creating. But at the same time, I think that some of this is just conspiracy theory. I think Bitcoin's gotten to be a little bit too big to be manipulated quite like that. I think
yeah,
that it's just, you can only hold a good man down for so long. So, I mean, Bitcoin's had its time down. He's been in the trenches, and I'm sure that he's about to come up. I mean, whether we're going to be seeing all new highs, like the $50,000 some people are talking about, I don't know about that. I know the price is up right now, though, and I'm happy, and I don't see any reason why we won't continue along tomorrow and have another green day.
yeah. I mean, the price doesn't really concern me too much. I got in pretty early. I heard about Bitcoin, back in 2011, and if I remember correctly, that was around 50 cents US per Bitcoin.
Woo.
So, I was getting Bitcoin for free because I made the mistake of saying I want some of this, and I went to buy it, and it said local Bitcoins. So I thought it was local, and I made the mistake of not clicking on it, and I would have known that I could pay with PayPal.
All right.
Yeah. So like I still got it pretty early. I'm not really concerned about the price too much, like the news.
Mm.
Bitcoin's gonna die or whatever, and they're freaking out. I had a client ask me if he said, "What do you do when the price goes down?" I was like, "I just buy some more," you know.
Right.
And he wrote it down. I told him write it down because you know nobody else is gonna tell you that. And he wrote it down. A couple months later, he's like, "Do you think the price of Bitcoin's gonna go lower?" I was like, "No, I think this is the bottom." He said, "Oh, I kind of messed up. I got scared and I sold all my Bitcoin." And he ended up losing. I told him to keep buying some more, and
I
people
know.
learn
I
like that.
tell everybody just to hold tight with it too, because it'd be awesome to sell at the bottom, or sell at the top and pick it back up at the bottom. And there's nothing wrong with that if you can do it. But the problem is that did you know Bitcoin was going to go up today?
Yeah,
I didn't know Bitcoin was going to go up today, or else I would have picked up more
exactly.
yesterday.
Yeah, you never know when it's gonna go low or when it's gonna go higher, and that's why I told him just hold on to it.
And
Don't do
all
anything.
this technical analysis that everybody is doing. Tone Vays is supposed to be the best guy out there for technical analysis. Well, I still haven't seen $5,000 for a Bitcoin. Have you?
No, no.
So, that just means that if you were waiting for that $5,000, you kind of just lost. You just lost what? 8,200. If you would have picked it up at 6.5 or 6, where the bottom was, you missed out on a couple $1,000 right there.
Yeah, like I just I put it on my ledger. So if you guys need a ledger, get a ledger, get a Trezor. Ledger just got the new Ledger Live.
Yes, and that's
I
nice. I hooked up mine too to that. I've been using it. It is great. I love it. I like the interface with it. I've actually been trying to see about getting my own node going and get some Lightning Network,
yeah,
like a
you
wallet and a sending address. Open up my own channel.
you can get a Lightning wallet and a
Here, let me
node.
jingle.
It's just
Yes.
a little bit
Battery as well.
Oh.
it's just a little bit complicated to set it up. You know, there's all these things you gotta download. If you have the time and the expertise, go ahead and do it. But the thing is that if you prune the blockchain, uh, you're not gonna be able to run Lightning on it.
I don't know. I kind of started with it a little bit. I think I got the Zap wallet, and I was starting to figure out the node a little bit last night. And I don't know. I'm probably going to wait till this weekend to dig into it a little deeper. But I think my friend over there, Vincent Megtau, he was the one who's been supporting it big time, talking about how he's been out there operating on the Lightning Network, and he was buying some T-shirts from a merchant on there, and it got me excited. I'm like, wow, this guy's on there on Lightning Network already, and he's buying stuff. I feel like I'm a step behind here, because usually, you know, I like to be the first one in the boat or out of the boat, whichever way we're going.
Yeah, there's what it's called, the Eclair wallet.
Fixing the camera here.
The Eclair wallet, it works on Android that I know. I don't know about I don't know if you guys can see that
Yes.
too well.
No,
That's a full node Lightning wallet.
Okay. I lost power. I've been out here so long with you before, buddy, getting ready that I forgot to plug it in. It's always something with this stuff. Technical difficulties, right?
Yeah.
All right.
can I just start again? Like,
No, it's on. We're on right now.
no, it says stop broadcast.
It says stop broadcast. because
Oh,
we're
duh!
live.
Shut up! Shut up!
All right, Samantha. Maybe we should stop and take a moment and check in the chat, see if me and Daniel can answer.
Whatever,
some
dumb girl
questions.
moment. You can shut up.
It's always fun over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, everybody's saying that they can see 21, but not Eugene because yeah.
I had to go find an extension cord. That's the problem with filming outside. The laptop only holds so much of a charge. All right, Sam, what do we got going on in the chat? Anything good? Or am I just, me and Daniel just hanging out on the internet talking
No,
about
we have
the
the Potheads Crypt is saying, oh, badass, both of you on the same show, sweet. And
yeah, I'm trying to step things up a bit with the show. You know, I've been out here. How long have we been doing this, Samantha? A year and a half now? It's been a hot minute that I've been out here. And, you know, I don't know. It feels like I just got to make a bigger push here. I really got to get out there, start interviewing some more people. I'm trying to hop in the chats, let everybody know about my channel. I was even on there today. Well, Crypto was on there interviewing Roger Ver. I was giving him a hard time. I mean, just because Roger Ver, man, right there. Anybody attacking Bitcoin, I mean, I feel like you're attacking me. You're attacking my family. You're attacking my future. So I have to defend it. All right. Sorry.
no, we're good. The Truth Monster's here and he has turkey chewing on the cable. Nope, just not smart enough to
Nope,
plug
we
it
locked
in.
everybody up before this one. The dogs, the turkeys, the chickens, the kid.
Everyone.
Everyone. Question. What do you guys think about what's happening with this delay on the ETF? I just think it's funny that this morning I was on here saying, hey, we're looking at a possible answer on the ETF on the 16th. And then I was like, but you guys know government red tape. And then literally, I think it was 2 hours later, my phone's jingling telling me that, you know, there was the news article and the SEC's come out and said that they're pushing it till the 1st. But they're saying they're going to give us a decision on it. I just, you know, let's see this one not like Tone Vases 5,000 or something, you know, and more people wash up out of cryptocurrency thinking, oh, I didn't get rich, I didn't get rich. Some of this isn't always about the money. Some of this is about the fact that, I mean, if you keep doing the same old thing, you're going to have the same old thing. So if we keep just going to work and getting that weekly paycheck, which is just barely enough to get by, that's all you're going to get. And we got to break free of this because that dollar, that's all they want with it because they're controlling the majority of it. And I mean, once you get into cryptocurrency and you look at the fiat from the outside and you can see how they're manipulating you through it, your eyes open right up and you want more crypto.
Oh, we have Joshua Welling said the Van Eck is not delayed. Some other ones were.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Paul Rouleau says, I was worried that the bear was back. Yeah, he hasn't came back.
A bear out in the backyard a few days ago. You could pop over to my Steam page and see that. I had uploaded it to DTube. It was kind of funny though. I mean, I'm just walking around the backyard and all of a sudden there's like a 5-foot black bear like 20 feet to my right. I'm like, holy crap! It's a long way from living out there in the outside of downtown Tampa area and Cocoa Beach where I was at before that. You didn't get no wildlife like that, but hey, I'm still loving life out here on the compound and the freedoms I'm feeling because of it.
Bitcoin Crypto News Education says you have to love live streaming. Anything can happen.
So, all right, Daniel. I know that you were 21 million for a while, and I see that you've come back and you've made yourself a new name. I plugged a link to your YouTube on there, but I think me and only one other person have subscribed to you. So, I mean, you guys got to go over there and subscribe to them, but you don't have any content yet. Are you looking to make any videos, or you still feeling out the situation, or you just been real busy lately?
No, the thing is that I've been trying to do podcasts, you know, cut the video out, do the podcast thing. But the thing is that my computer got messed up today, so I had to fix everything. I have to reinstall, Photoshop, and so I want to put the audio spectrum effect where it reacts to the sound and like the lines, and I'm trying to make it nice. And I did a test on it, like a 30-second test, and it was pretty good. And then when I did a 10-minute, test, it was like 60 gigabytes that I needed to process. And I don't know how long it's gonna take to upload. Even with fiber optic internet that I have here, it doesn't really.
You're lucky with that. Out here in the woods, man, I get 15 megabytes a second. It's the best I can get to. I mean, it's telephone wire.
Yeah.
It sucks. I mean, yeah. That's kind of one of the reasons I had switched over to the live videos. Besides, it's probably a lot better than what it was, but I know the picture quality is down because of it. But yeah, it was taking me like 2 hours to upload my 10 to 15-minute video. It was absurd. I didn't realize how good I had it living in the big cities.
Yeah, I had that issue when I started, the last channel. I tried, I was doing it on my phone. Because I had kids living in the house, my cousins and their kids lived here, and I was doing it from my phone because I didn't want to have my camera broken down by a small human, but it took me like 4 hours to upload a 10-minute video,
Yeah.
Back then, and
it's rough when it's like that. I had tried doing some video editing and rendering too, and making the cool videos like everybody else does with like other videos that pop up, kind of like a meme situation. That's a lot of work too. I found that it is easier just to get out here and Just tell you guys what I'm thinking. Tell you what I got going on up here. Because let me tell you, this processor's spinning.
Yeah, like I did that, for the last couple of months that I did, the previous channel. I did that, and I kind of saved myself some time. I just did the video, like I kept it, quick, short, and then I just, I had already a template on my Adobe Premiere, and I just, edited and made sure that it looked okay. And that took a little bit, and it, usually uploaded in like 30 minutes or less. But now it's like 60 gigabytes that I need to process, and just the sound. I mean, you know,
That's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot.
Samantha, would you mind getting me a little more coffee? I finished up this cup. Thank you.
Not a problem.
So, what else has been going on in crypto? Have you done anything with the Mithril and the Lit and all of that they got going on? I see they've been pairing up with some other social media. Their price has been climbing. I think they took another 20% today. I think they were coming around like 83 cents or something.
No, I haven't done that. I know there's something called bit.tube, and it pays the viewer and the content creator for watching the video. It's a proof of view.
Which one is that?
BitTube. It's bit.tube for those people that are they're on the chat and they want to do it.
You had mentioned that one the other day when we were chit chatting, and I went over there and I signed up with them too.
Yeah, they're still in.
I haven't figured it all out yet, though, but I did like the fact that they you could link their YouTube with it, and they just moved all your videos over for you.
Yeah, I know a friend. Shout out to DJ Meat Popsicle. He was cool enough to steal the name Roger Ver, CEO of Bitcoin.com, for that platform. So he has it. So if Roger Ver wants to put that, well, he's gonna have to pay him.
Yeah, I try to grab that Bitcoin and Coffee name as soon as I hear these new platforms coming out. Just even if I'm not going to use it, I really just don't want anyone else to get my name. That's also one of the reasons I don't have a Telegram group, because there's all those bots and everybody out there messing around. I'm never giving away no free ether, you guys. All right.
Yeah. Whatever goes into my ledger, or the black hole as I call it, stays there.
I feel you with that one, my man.
Yeah.
So, we got anything in the chat, Samantha?
No, not really.
Just letting me and Daniel hang out here.
Yeah.
All right.
I did see something interesting about 2 weeks ago. I was watching, I think it was the semifinal for the World Cup, and one of the Mexican commentators said that the football players were going to be paid in Bitcoin pretty soon. He meant it as a joke, but even if he did, say it as a joke, people here, they got to listen to the word Bitcoin on like national television. Like who doesn't watch sports?
Yeah, Bitcoin is definitely one of those things that, I mean, because me and you, we've been out there in the trenches. We've talked to a lot of people. I find that if I find somebody and I kind of lock them down and I start Bitcoining on them, it becomes too much. It seems like a lot easier, to just drop little tidbits at them and then wait for them to come back and want the real information on what's happening. Usually I sprinkle them in with a little bit of price and then a little bit about how this is going to be the future, and then some comparisons about, that this is like the next stage of money, like the internet and the, the email and stuff like that.
Yeah. My family, I'm the crazy one in the family, and every time I go on vacation and family reunions and all of that stuff, they're like, "Sell your Bitcoin." I was like, "No, I'm not gonna sell my Bitcoin." I've explained to them so many times why I don't sell my Bitcoin, and they still don't get it. They're like, sell it while it's expensive right now. No, I'm not gonna sell it. He told me to sell it when it was $400. I didn't sell it, and right now it's $8,000. Yeah, they still don't get it.
I'm not necessarily opposed to selling. I keep trying to tell myself, like, I want this certain amount of Bitcoin when I'm 50 years old. But at the same time, I know that between now and then, there's going to be a lot of price spikes, and it's going to be really hard not to take some profits, help pay some bills, help take care of my son and my family a little bit. So that's why, like right now, my new thoughts are always accumulate double the amount of Bitcoin I plan to want to retire with, because it's a long journey. I'm not that old. I got a ways to go, hopefully, and I kind of want to have a good time between here and there too. Slaving away every day, man, it gets rough. My back is not what it used to be for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about Bitcoin Rhodium though. It's pretty rare. I was throwing out there, that it might be at least $4,000, $2,000, but
Now that was the one that Andy Hoffman's been talking about, but in order to get it, you had to sign a message with them.
yes, you
Yeah.
signed a message with them. It's pretty safe. A lot of people say that, well, you have to give them your private keys. No, you just have to sign a message, and
And
that's
that's
it.
pretty easy from Ledger. I mean, you can just go YouTube a quick video and they'll teach you in like 2 minutes if you've never sent a signature through it.
Yeah, like just sign it, copy it, and they did kind of mess up.
Yeah,
I
didn't they have a release date and then they had to move it or something?
yeah, right now they're telling me that it's gonna be like a couple of weeks more. But when I tried claiming my coins, um, the signature wasn't working on their end, so I had to sign differently. So now I did that and I got it, but a lot of people didn't get it.
Yeah, I think I had sent it to him and I had signed it, but I went to go collect it the first time around and it didn't work, and then they had pushed the date and I didn't go back at it. I didn't see that it was out on any exchanges, but the new word I was hearing is that a lot of people were pretty down on Andy Hoffman about it because they're not open source. I guess they're talking about that they're gonna put their stuff on GitHub, but they're not there yet. So they're
They have
kind
it
of
on
creating
GitLab.
it behind closed doors.
Yeah, they have some stuff on GitLab, so you can check the progress there. And they were voting. They're doing a voting thing on an exchange on KuCoin, and I think right now they're working on an Electrum wallet for the coin. So if
Okay.
you lost your password, you can just put your seeds and claim it.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I'm just waiting for that one to come out, and I'm probably gonna sell like 20%
Mm.
of that, and keep some of that in Bitcoin and keep some of that in fiat, and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like all you had to do over this last year was pretty much be a little tech savvy and hold a substantial amount of Bitcoin. And all these forks that came off, you could have just kept adding, or at least taken some profit in fiat. It helped you out with the bills. Definitely giving you a little vacation or some Mai Tais over at the beach.
Yeah,
There's been quite a few. I mean, I know that I collected a bunch of them myself. I'm not going to leave money on the table. I'm not a rich person. So when it's there, I'm grabbing it and I'm getting more Bitcoin. And I think I paid an electric bill last month with it just because it gave us some extra money. We went out to eat a few extra times that we don't normally do. I'm kind of a miser. So
We never go out to eat.
yeah, we never go out to eat. I always say, why go out to eat? You make a great meal, hon.
Oh, why thanks.
yeah, I did collect Bitcore. I kept it for a while and then I sold it. And I did invest in some of the coins with the Bitcore. I didn't put any Bitcoin into it. I invested into Smart Cash back when it was like 519 Satoshi. Within a month, I made like $5,000. Like it doesn't mean that everybody's gonna make that. On every coin. It's just I saw an opportunity about it because if you hold it, they give you like a percentage every 25th of the month. You have to hold it for 30 days, and then you get like little airdrops and stuff on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways. It seems like it's the number of ways to make passive income through cryptocurrency is like exponentially growing. And it seems like if you find one of the good projects in the beginning, you only have to invest a few hundred, possibly $1,000, and then get whatever their system setup is for the passive income. And as the price of these coins start going up and up and up, because cryptocurrency is not going to be stopped, you could set yourself up in a nice position. I kick myself all the time for selling my Dash and not getting myself a Dash node.
Yeah, I mean, recently I did sell some crypto for fiat because I got hacked.
Hmm.
You know, they didn't take my Bitcoin, they didn't take anything, they just took the fiat. So I couldn't, just leave away with that fiat because that's how I pay my bills.
Yeah.
So I had to sell some crypto, like, just to cover that loss. But
So let me ask you this, Daniel. If somebody wanted to get a hold of you for your crypto consultations, how would they go about it? Do you got an email address, or are you on Twitter, or?
yeah, I have an email address and I'm on Twitter as well. The Twitter, I kind of changed my handle because security issues and all of that stuff. But my email address is danielmbtc@protonmail.ch.
Awesome.
So, yeah, yeah, when you get hacked and stuff, you gotta you know take care of everything. I'm
It
using
seems like it
VPNs
happens
now.
to the best of us. I mean, Ken Bozak got hacked back in the day. We also watched Trevon James get hacked back in the day. It seems like once you start to get too big, the hackers come after you. So, I mean, 21 mil, I think it might be a good sign that you got hacked. They thought you must have had a lot of money. They were like, man, this guy's out there plugging away on the YouTube. He knows what he's talking about. Let's get his Bitcoin.
Yeah, they ended up getting my fiat and my credit card. That's pretty much it.
Well,
I
I'm sorry you lost out on the fiat. I mean, I don't know how they got at you, but I mean, I'm sure you learned a lesson, though, right?
I mean, at least it wasn't my Bitcoin. I could care less about the fiat, but I did have
Right.
to, you know, make up for that, and I did sell my profit on Smart Cash, and it is what it is. Um, that's why I've been using VPNs now. I'm running Linux. I've been running Linux for a while, and um, they recently made something called a non-surf, and it uses Tor, so I'm always hopping around, locations and IP addresses and all of that stuff. So you're not
Right.
getting me.
Yeah, you're like if this is gonna be happening, I'm going full dark.
Yeah, I did go dark for a bit.
Yeah, that's actually how me and Daniel got back in contact here. Is that so people started hitting me up. They were asking where you were, buddy. They were like, "We know you know 21 million. Where's he been? We ain't seen him in the chats. We ain't seen no new videos." So I had to reach out to him, ask him what was going on, and then since we started talking, I was like, "Man, you got it. You should come on my show. Let's chit chat for a little bit." Because way back in the beginning of all this, Daniel had me on his show, and I never returned the favor. It was definitely way overdue and about time.
Nah, don't worry
I do
about that.
appreciate you coming out here and hanging out with me today, buddy.
Not a problem. Yeah, man. I mean, Bitcoin. I don't know if you've seen Netflix or if you even have Netflix, but Bitcoin's getting into Netflix pretty soon. They already have the rise the they have banking on Bitcoin on Netflix, and then they have a show called Darknet from Showtime. They have like the second season of that show has an episode about Bitcoin, and then they have a show called Explained, and they do have like a little mini show explaining cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and how it works.
Really? Yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm a miser. I don't buy Netflix. I kind of use the, other ways to get things off of the
Yeah,
internet without paying a lot for them. So,
yeah,
I mean, usually I kind of got to know what I'm looking for, but yeah, I'll go check that out. I mean, I know Netflix. I've seen a lot of TV shows over the last 6 months bring up Bitcoin. I mean, everything from what NCIS Samantha to Big Bang Theory to what was some of the
Silicon Valley
family
did
comedies
it.
we were
Oh,
watching?
what was it?
The one with the big chubby guy with the kids. And his wife died.
The Kevin Can Wait?
Yeah, Kevin Can Wait.
yeah.
Sorry,
Go
Dave.
ahead.
Do we got anything going on in the chat? I feel like we're leaving the people in the chat out today. Usually our Q&As consist a lot more of conversating with the chat.
No, there's not really much. Paul Rouleau says that they're doing cryptocurrencies and like YouTubers on NASCAR. Like on them.
Oh.
Well, I don't. Yes, I don't watch any kind, and neither do you. So.
I mean, when I was a kid, my uncle drove he drove a stock car. He had
Yeah.
school sponsoring him. So they got into a bad accident. He's all right now, but you know, it was kind of the end of racing for him.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at? How long we've been out here?
Well, besides the going black for a little while, it's 41 minutes. It's 7:41.
All right, you guys. So please pile up your questions in the chat if you got anything, because this will probably be the last time I come back around and check with you. Daniel, is there anything you want to talk about, or you want to plug yourself a bit here, or anything like that, man?
No, except that you know, I don't know if you guys know, but Mexico got a new president-elect, and he's a damn communist. And I think
What?
I fear
you guys got a communist president.
Yeah, I fear we're gonna go in the Venezuela route pretty soon. One of the advisors on the campaign, it's an advisor for Maduro.
Oh, hey man, if things get too bad for you down in Mexico, you are always more than welcome over here at the compound. All right, man. I definitely don't want to see you go down there in Mexico going through the troubles that they go through in Venezuela. I mean, God rest her soul. My grandmother lived down there, and she passed away a few years back. So you know, she won't have those problems. My aunt is still there, so I always want Mexico to do well. I know they have their problems, especially all that horribleness at the border of separating children from their mother. I definitely agree with the Pope on that one, and that there's no reason to take children away from their mother in any way. So,
yeah,
I mean, hopefully your government can sort itself out. Not that ours is any better up here.
No.
Yeah, I mean, this new president, oh man, like one of the advisors, it's the same one as Maduro has. So they want to do Venezuela in Mexico. So I hope people get Bitcoin and they you know, don't think of it like a bad thing. Like, I know there was a YouTuber that he used to sell himself like a motivational speaker, and he decided to kidnap a lawyer and ask the ransom in Bitcoin. He's in prison right now. So yeah, hopefully they didn't get, you know, that idea that Bitcoin's for criminals, because, you know, we're not criminals. We just want a way around you know, fiat in the banking system. You know,
I mean, yeah, I mean, we're not criminals because we're in Bitcoin. We're in Bitcoin because we see a problem with the fiat, you know. And I mean, if you're not going to be in fiat because of the problem, what is the alternative? Well, I mean, Satoshi Nakamoto came up with it, and it's Bitcoin. And since I've come across it, I can't find nothing better. And I mean, it's not quite where it needs to be. I know people keep downing it. They keep saying it's slow. They keep saying all this other stuff. But you know what? Last I checked, we were over 108 BTC on the Lightning Network. I mean, every single time I turn around, Bitcoin's getting better and better. It's always developing. Those core devs are working hard. I mean, the price today is definitely reflecting that, you know, this is going to be something in the future. So naysayers can have their naysays, but I know what I feel, and I know where Bitcoin's going to be in the future, and it's going to solve some of these problems. And, you know, the more it starts solving, the more people are going to come over to it, and the more powerful it will become in the end.
yeah, absolutely. You know, so I don't know. I just hope people get Bitcoin and hold it.
At some point, Daniel, people aren't going to have a choice but to get Bitcoin. And you know what? People like me and you that are out here in the trenches now, being honest with people on YouTube, telling them the truth, you know, providing our services through consultation and my help desk and things like that, they'll know it. I'm sure they will. I'm sure people are going to come back and appreciate what we do. And, you know, we're going to have more business than we know what to do with when these people all come flooding in, because they don't even know what cryptocurrency is. They're going to be like, a wallet? What? I have to have something on my phone?
Yeah. I was fortunate enough to be able to leave my job last year. You know, I quit. I do Bitcoin for a living now, and that's it. You know,
Well, fortunately for you, that's awesome. I was not able to just stop completely. I still got to work, but I just get out there and I hustle it myself. You know, I've given myself a little bit of a runway, and as long as I can get out there and keep my hustle going, flipping cars, doing side jobs and this and that, I'm not punching my time clock trying to make that $9, $10, $11 an hour. It's a lot easier to buy a car, put a new transmission in it, and sell it for twice or triple what you paid for it because you got it on the cheap. You know, it's like you make your own work.
Yeah, you make your own business, and just go at it, and I don't have to listen to my boss, which happens to be related to me. But I used to do like a family business thing, and um, it's not good to work with family. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're harder on your own family than you are on a complete stranger. I know that I'm real hard on my son, and it's only because I want him to be a strong man. So, it's not going to happen if I let him go through life, thinking that it's easy street.
Yeah.
All right, Samantha. Last time we're checking in with them, we got anything in the chat? Is anybody out there? They got any real questions or?
No one's. We have Vention McTowell is here now. He said he just got off of work and that he is grilling some burgers, but that he saw that you're live.
I actually mentioned you earlier. The fact that you've been doing so much with the Lightning Network, you got my interest sparked. I'm in there. I'm trying to see what I can do about getting my own node going. I was messing around trying to see about getting a wallet going. Probably gonna have to wait a little bit to this weekend. I got a lot on my plate right now. This rain that we keep getting is messing up everything I got going on.
It's horrible.
We were supposed to be out there doing a bonfire. I even spent an hour, cut up some wood, made it nice, like I did last time with a big Celtic fire. Couldn't get the thing started. It's so wet out there. I must have wasted a half a gallon of gas.
We have Truth Monster. He says it's 8,400 folks.
8,400. Damn, man, this can't be stopped today. Woo! All right, you guys. Thank you, Daniel, so much for coming out here. You are more than welcome. I can't wait to see you in my chat. We got to get back together and do some more of these Q&As. I really like this. This was fun. Maybe I put myself in a little bit better setup here. The power won't turn off, and I won't have this mic.
I will remember the extension cord.
Remember the extension cord, Samantha. But, hey, you know what? You got to check him out for his consultation service. You got to check out his podcast when he gets them up and going. I got all kinds of tools and links down there below to help you guys figure out these cryptocurrency markets. All right. I got those donational addresses if you got that extra crypto. But you know what you can really do? You can get on over to Steam. You can sign up, start collecting that free cryptocurrency for yourself, and comment on my video, and I'll give you a full upvote. I know it's only a couple cents, but hey, it adds up. That's why they got faucets, right?
Subscribe to Bitcoin Daily News.
Yeah, subscribe to Bitcoin Daily News. He puts out good content. I mean, he's an honest man, real down to earth, bringing it to us from south of the border.
Yeah, guys, subscribe, and it's gonna be a little bit. I just gotta fix that that computer with the Photoshop and all of that stuff. But it'll be out soon. I promise.
Promises, we'll hold you to that one, my man. I'm big about my word. I felt real bad about not getting out here this weekend doing the Q&A. That's why we're doing it today. I can't let it slide. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you all go. You guys go have a great night. And remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, everyone.